Sometimes when I'm perusing my inbox and the news sites, the stories start looking so familiar that I wonder if I could just plug a few new names into an old script and save myself the effort of coming up with new shit to say. It's just the same bloviations coming out of different bloviators. For example, I'm going to start off this week with a story so familiar that I had to read it twice just to make sure we hadn't already done this one. Apparently, the Missouri House of Representatives gave preliminary approval to give full legal rights to, quote, unborn human children at every stage of biological development, end quote. An idea so fucking stupid that the first third of this recording was just me screaming, fuck these assholes. But we'll probably cut that out. Now, luckily, not everyone in Missouri appears to be the result of a night of passion between siblings, because Kansas City Democrat Lauren Arthur pointed out that this measure would make abortion illegal even in the cases of rape and incest, and asked, quote, do you believe that it's just or compassionate to force a woman who's been raped to have the child of the man who raped her, end quote. To which Republican Representative Tila Hubert, who looks like Dolores Umbridge decided to take a swing at Muggle politics, replied, quote, sometimes bad things happen, and they're horrible things. But sometimes God can give us a silver lining through the birth of a child, end quote. And look, when I hear this shit pour out of the mouth of a guy, it still sucks. But when I hear another woman saying it, it sets me to Googling medieval punishments for traitors. And next up in our series of Heard That Shit Before headlines is a story that involves a priest, negligence, and child sex abuse. This one comes to us from San Antonio, where a girl went to her pastor because she was being sexually abused by a local police officer. And her pastor, instead of screaming, holy fucking shit, and calling the cops and her parents right away, decided to counsel her for 4 months. While the abuse continued before telling her parents. And as someone who has exactly the same qualifications in counseling as a professional invisible friend communicator, I can say that I'm pretty sure that the first thing you do when a 15-year-old girl tells you she's being raped is to tell her parents and call the cops. But I'll have to check the official asshole handbook on that one. Finally, I've got a riddle for you. What do pedophiles and clinics that provide abortion have in common in Alabama? Well, it turns out more than you'd think, because this week a new Alabama law passed that requires abortion clinics to be at least 2,000 feet away from a K-8 school. The same distance, by the way, required for sexual predators. And this makes you wonder, do these assholes in Alabama think that once the killing lust is upon us, we just can't stop? Do they think that if an abortion clinic was allowed near a school, someone might actually walk into the wrong building one morning and accidentally hack apart a kindergartner? Please. But I guess there is a silver lining, as Tila, when they asked me what hairstyle I wanted, I said curly fries, Hubert would say. Because at least this law ensures that children are never exposed to the really terrible things about abortion clinics. The pro-life shit stains that stand out front, waving bloody pictures of veal to demonstrate that this country is still utterly and completely fucked. And on that cheery note, I'll send you back to Noah, Heath, and Eli.